Hello colleagues, I hope you and your family continue to remain well. As I look out, I see the daffodils blooming, so sign of brighter days ahead. So I thought it would be opportune to take a time to give you an update on the key CUA developments since we last spoke. So the first one relates to communication piece. So as you're aware, the CUA website continues to remain a major source of information and updates for you, and I'd encourage you to visit it regularly. We've updated it with FAQs and we constantly provide content to it. But an additional update now to our communication piece, and this is part of feedback that we're getting from our various subgroups, was the need to have a clear, consistent and coherent communication across the CUA partners. So in order to deliver on this, we're launching a CUA newsletter at the end of this week in collaboration with our colleagues in the communication subgroup. And I want to acknowledge all the work that obviously all of the colleagues have done, but particularly Aidan Haughey in leading out in this initiative. So our plan is that we would issue a newsletter at least on a monthly basis, sometimes bi-monthly. And it will be a multimedia, so you'll get opportunities with videos to meet and see other colleagues across the CUA. The other major developments related to the naming and brand development process. I completed the brand tender last week, and our colleagues in Letterkenny will be managing the procurement process on behalf of the CUA. So really at the end of this process, what we will have is an agreed name for our new TU with an agreed visual identity, so the new logo, design, colours and so forth. The other major development is around the TUTF funding. So I actually got notice this morning that the balance of the funds are now resting in, not my account, but in IT Sligo's account. Michael Heenan and I have been working over the last couple of weeks on agreeing a budget approval process with Working Group 4 and Working Group 1. And we are meeting with various representatives of the working groups and subgroups later this week. And the intention would be within a couple of weeks would be actually getting to the process of dispersing the funds to allow all the various working groups and subgroups to commence work on achieving the key deliverables, which range from research capacity to the digital transformation agenda. And I suppose the final question that everybody's asking is, when will we be making a submission? So just to advise, as you know, that we're still in intensive negotiation with our colleagues and the INTOC representatives. Once those discussions have concluded and once we get an endorsement of our MOU, we will then be making a submission, which would likely to be followed by a virtual panel visit probably within 6 weeks of that. Just to say that we're still on the trajectory to achieve TU designation in January 1st, 2022. We have reached everything, all metrics have been met. We are now putting in place our phase 2 of the project, i.e. post-submission and pre-designation. We're working with our colleagues to produce a corporate services integration group to ensure that we have all our day one activities aligned and ready to go. So a lot of work underway. We have over 150 people engaged across the various working groups and subgroups. So as I said to you, brighter days ahead.